Good day, my name is Doug, and I am playing the Crust. And this is version 0.99.63, which still is a early release version, but I enjoy it quite a bit. Early release just means that they will change a few things as time goes on. And this is my fourth episode of my third or seventh base. God, I can't talk. Anyway, let's go ahead and get things going. Okay. So I have three of the small type general storage up right now, and I'm doing this mostly to keep from having to limit my people from. Once I get MRRs, multi-regolith refineries up and running, I'll be scrapping all of this. So I'm trying to keep my infrastructure as light as possible. Now the exception to this, of course, is my base, which I'm currently working on. And this is my habitat for eventually for the survivors from the Hope 2. Okay. I don't want to do anything quite yet. Let them finish this as it is. And because I have nothing exiting here, that's why the drones are able to come here and pick this stuff up. And they're all moving it up here. 14 and 14. And these all have 14 each, so they'll be a bit. Let's go back down here. Good, they're working on this again. Happy to see that. Oh, they were loading it. Right, okay, now I understand. They were loading my sail. Okay. It's night, so we don't want to use the ore scanner quite yet. Where is the ore scanner? Oh, there it is. It's silicon. Monthly report 22 from 100. So we come down a bit. Extractor. Let's see if we can get on that now. And we get more silicon going. He's got 5. So we will remove that. And give that guy this priority so we get that guy going again. See, got him built up nice and quick. we get things flowing again. And then this will flow. It's titanium. It's iron. This is progressing nicely. That's because I have the steel and concrete for it. here. And a door here. So and then life support. We gotta put a fan here.
Package delivered.
And a fan there. And just to be sure, let's say what the hell and put a fan here as well. Okay, confirm cargo. So right there. And then research, underground conveyor. Okay, that's good. That means I have no engineering though, orange. And that means I can start with multi-regolith refinery, which I actually consider to be very, very important. So we will stick that up the top, make sure it gets everything it needs. And then I have a bunch of silicon. So let's look and see what the price is on that. Silicon 57. I'm going to sell it all. I'm going to save some in case we need it. Get rid of this. Why? Because it, for the most part, can come down here. Okay, so I don't have cargo drones yet. Let's go take a look and see when I get those. Fundamental. There we are, cargo drone. $18 days. Let's go take a look at the lunar surface, see what we have going on up here. Okay, got nothing going on up here. Okay, So let's go to speed 3, just because not doing anything, not going to be doing anything. Pretty much stuck at where we are. Aluminum. Do I have that needs aluminum? Components. Smelting, pressing, nothing at the moment. Okay. Need a tad of bunny there. Can always use that. And coming today. Slow things down. Actually, let's throw a pause on there so we take a look at research. Got the repeater. What cargo drone's next? Okay, let's keep going. $83. 88. We have not made much there. Fraction of hope, and the unidentified object has turned out to be a module from an orbital station. The area around it is littered with thousands of small fragments, and the module itself is bent and twisted. Approaching closer and inspecting the debris, the cargo truck's cameras notice a particularly faded inscription, Hope-2 RM-5. Before the collapse, this was a research module on the Hope-2 station. Apparently, the station sustained serious damage such serious damage that the external module detached from the main structure. It is possible to send a cargo truck with a drone for a detailed examination of the module. Now, in order to send a drone, I have to have an expedition center built, so I'm not doing that yet. However, that does mean that the rover is available to check out an unknown outpost. I can pick up that stuff without a drone. So let's go ahead and do that. It keeps the truck busy, which I appreciate, and gets me stuff I know I'll need later. Extractor. And single regolith refinery. and a smelter. And then I'm going to make this a priority so we can get this built right away. Need a little extra room coming out of there. Let's get power up there. Okay, and we'll make this an aluminum processor and an aluminum smelter. Okay. Up here. And I know I probably can't, but I just want to see if I can get another one on here. Nope. Would have been nice. Oh, good, that's being built. Cool. And it looks like I have power. So I now have aluminum being mined. Okay. Yeah. And I'm out of steel again. It's staying ahead. steel down there. And there's some more aluminum, more steel. So, well, extractor. Single regolith refinery. And smelting furnace. Extractor.
Research complete.
Okay. Research into the engineering lab. Okay. Got orange. No, got blue down there, not orange. We're just about done with engineering, so we will go with that. Okay. Let's see if I can get a second extractor on either one of these. Yes. So put that there. And then travel wise, put that right there. No steel, right. So give these gentlemen priority. $7,000. $127 there. $107.
Around the research post, there is a level platform and several small buildings. Wheel tracks are leading away from it in different directions. Inside the structure is disarray. Items are scattered, lockers are open and emptied, emergency crates are opened and emptied. In some rooms, there is a large amount of research equipment and materials. There are no people to be seen. They clearly left the outpost in a hurry.
Based on what I saw, the outpost was engaged in studying photosynthetic microorganisms capable of living in a vacuum and zero gravity. Director, send drones to study the materials. This will aid in further research.
And again, we need an expedition center before we can do that. But that does mean that this is now available for other research. We can... Oh, I need 2 drones in order to pick this stuff up. So we won't be getting that. Let's go ahead and send him back there and see what we can find. During the inspection, the bodies of 2 deceased module workers were found. They did not survive the crash. The module itself is of great interest for research. Not only does it contain valuable equipment, but its structure and materials proved strong enough to withstand re-entry from orbit. Studying the wreckage with drones will advance our research. But as it is, I still got science for it, which is a good thing. Okay, back to base. And back down to the base. Okay, silicon. Good. I am going to produce more iron now. That will help. drop that on the ground. The reason for that is once it's on the ground, it shows up in my inventory. And if it's on the inventory, they go put it into storage. Obviously, this has got all the titanium it needs. So I'll start producing it again, and look, there we go. So same thing, because there's obviously more here than I need. Okay. And now we will start more ore coming down the pike. Okay, this is backing up. So I will give it some time, and then I will add another refinery there. Okay. Actually, might as well do it now. Why wait? It's going to take time for it to get built anyway. No, we'll do it this way. Build. And then power. Move this guy over to there. And then him back. Okay. Titanium. And then aluminum. Okay.
Research complete.
And what do we have? We have a sociology lab. Cool. Cargo drone is being built, which is nice. Carbon fiber factory. Multi-regolith refinery in 11 days. So 30 days for that. And 17 days for that. So we'll need orange, and that's what that is, then blue. Fundamental. And we will do the Expedition Center. Not enough resources, right. Okay. Cool. That will be a big help. It's iron. And that's getting built, so yay. That'll give me power. Power is good. Okay. we are building as fast as we can. Okay. So 47, 25, they're still falling behind. Where is my smart concrete being built at? There it is. Monthly report. Down to 2,000. That's not good. Okay, sell. Smart concrete. If I sell 200 of these. And then 100 of these. And let's say 100 of these. That's 3,000. That gives me 22K. Okay. Not much in the way of money, but it's some, and it will keep me solvent. Oh yeah. You'll be emptying that.
Director, our main account balance has reached a critical low, which poses a significant risk to our company's operations. It's important to remember that constructing conveyors and laying electrical wires entails financial expenses. Moreover, all capsule shipping operations, including sending contracts or buying and selling resources, incur transportation costs that are our responsibility. Without funds in our account, logistics will come to a halt. I will initiate a transfer of 30,000 credits from our reserve account, but please be cautious, as this exhausts our reserve funds. Proceed with care and closely monitor our credit balance.
Okay. Well, I was hoping I wouldn't hit that point, but apparently I did. So, we'll just manage what we can manage. Goes this way. So what I'm doing is building a bulk resource bin for my slag. And that's so it will keep from overextending these guys. Now I should actually do it for all of my refineries. But I'm not going to at this particular moment. How's this going? And how's it look up top? There we go. This is why I was hoping the cargo drones would be ready. Oh well. Might as well go to a speed of 3 and get this done with. Excuse me. Dance of the drones. And modules breaking down as usual. What is this doing anyway? Okay, so it's taken off. And I got my money. But the cost was pretty high. I don't have a whole lot of stuff anymore. He's 91, he's at 114. And he is flat out full. Processing as fast as it can. Okay. Well, let's see what a refinery would cost me. Smelting furnace, I'm sorry. Costs components, which I'm making, and smart concrete, which I'm making. No steel. That's good. So, I'll go ahead and make another one of these. And then recipe of steel.
Package delivered.
Okay, let's take a look at what we got. Oh, some nice stuff. We'll park it right there. Okay. I just want to see if it, you can see it's pulling in all the ores, so those two seem to match those two. That's good. of the things I absolutely need is at least 4 bunks. So we will build the required 4 before we get started on the rest of it. And these actually require a fair amount of stuff, so God, I started making aluminum. The rest of that should all come easily. I've got it all being built. He's full. He's getting full. Got 51,000. To upgrade this would be 20,000. Titanium plates. Silicon. Titanium plates are going for 100 each, and I have, oh no, they're going for 329 each. I have 100 of them, and I want to do 50. Okay. Silicone, I have 100 of those. They're going for 86 each. I want to do 50 of those. Just to get money in. That'll give me another 20, well, 18 grand. Got 1 bunk built. Okay. Let's do it.
Research complete.
And what is complete? Oh, good. And bad. Am I ready for this? Not really. Okay. Oh, I wish I just hadn't spent that money. Okay. Something broke. Okay. Well, I think we are going to end this here. Obviously, next game I will be doing a lot more work on the habitat, but we've got plenty of time to get through that. I'm finally making enough steel, and I have aluminum being produced, which is good. Beyond that, I've done my first initial exploration of the lunar surface. I've been pulling things back. I think this is a very productive episode. So, if you like what I'm doing or you like the game, please leave a like. If you have a comment about my playstyle or my presentation style, which I am getting some feedback on, I would appreciate any civil comments you have to make. You don't have to be nice, I just ask that you be civil. And beyond that, all the normal stuff, like, share, comment, and just have a great day. I will talk to you later. Let me throw a pause on this and say goodbye to y'all.